guys, I'm Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be kind of like just discussing, mentioning, going over what I'm going to be writing or doing for NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month. It is basically the idea where authors around the world will we write a whole novel, which is about 50,000 words, rough draft, or more in my case, and basically in a month. You try to write a novel of 50,000 words, more or less, pretty much more, in a month. So, it's a challenge that people do every single year, a lot of authors do, and I've done it the last 2 or 3 years, I think. Not technically the way, I think only once that I actually did the actual write 50,000 words in a month. Most of the time I've just been using it as like motivation to write a story. So I did do, if you watched any of my early writing videos from last year, you'll know I did this with book 3 of my Creatively Chronicles series, and I'm still working on that book, so it's going to be my project for this year again. Yeah, book 3 has been going weirdly, is the best term I can come up with. Pretty much it's been good. I haven't actually run into any more snags. Pretty much what I'm doing right now, is I am, kind of editing, adding to, removing what I already have, which is a good 100,000 words, which is roughly, in my documents, roughly like 270 some pages. So this book is definitely going to be bigger than the first two. I know that for sure. Without even, I've already cut out quite a bit or changed things. Because I'm not even like in the middle of the story yet, I pretty much am just getting started, which sounds weird with 200 pages, but yeah, this is definitely, it's the finale of my series. It's definitely going to be bigger than the first two. Yeah, I really have no idea where it's going. I'm pretty much a pantser or a discovery writer, so which means I kind of just write what comes to me. So I do have a basic guideline of what I call a bulletproof outline that I got the idea from a YouTuber here, Bethany, and so yeah, I got that idea from her and I did that and it worked out pretty good. So yeah, I've just been following that. I'm still editing, kind of adding to what I already have. I'm almost done with that section. Yeah, not quite, but because I kind of derailed it for personal reasons in the month of October, so I really haven't worked on it at all. But I have been working on the side. I've been working to further out my magic systems and make sure that I am consistent with them and like people's abilities and what they can and cannot do and stuff like that. So it has been good because I've been doing that in preparation to continue the story. So that will be my main NaNoWriMo project. If you've noticed by the title of this video, I said it's complicated. What do I mean by that? I've had, probably in the last couple of years, this really kind of weird thing of where I would write for a bit and really like it, and then I would just crash and burn for absolutely no reason, and like I would quit and not write for like weeks or months at a time. And I think it's mainly because I think I've narrowed it down to, number one, this one, book 3, BFA, is just, it's just going to take a while to write. I've just come to the conclusion that this book I need to take my time with it and just realize I'm not going to write it as fast as, say, I did the first book or even the second one, which took forever as well. But this one is taking way longer, and I think it just needs that time. So my plan is to just continue with that one. My plan is also not to kind of cloister my creativity and be like, this is the only thing you can work on, because I think part of my issue is I'm doing that. I'm like, I should be just focusing on this book, but it's hurting my creativity so much so that it crashes and it's just like, yeah, I don't feel like doing anything. So, my main goal will be BFA, which is Creatively Chronicles book 3. However, I'm going to leave myself room to do other projects as well. Whether that's editing the first 2 books of Creatively when I feel like it, whether that is writing a different story altogether alongside of it. I have multiple ideas of things I want to work on, and I don't just want to corral myself into doing one project and one project only, because I think that's hurting my creativity overall. And if I dabble in these other stories, it gets me kind of excited to keep working on it, and it gets them out of my brain for a bit. They're already on paper, and then it can leave and then focus. My brain can then focus again on the book I'm supposed to be working on. So I'm not really, aside from BFA, I'm not really working on one set project. It's multiple ones. It's mainly whatever my muse wants to come up with, if you want to put it that way. I just need to allow my creativity to kind of play around and just be, because I haven't been doing that the last few years, and I think it's hurting me overall. Pretty much with writing book 2 for Creatively Chronicles. That one I mainly focused on, and I needed to at the time, but that's not working for book 3. Mainly because I think this book is just a long haul. It's going to take a while for me to write, just to get all the working pieces going, to get all the political and the war stuff and everything that's just going on, because literally my character's world is literally falling apart. It's basically their end of the world, and they need to fix it. So it's just, and in turn, I need to fix it, but it's gonna take a while. So yeah, I think that some books just need more time to grow and to write and stuff, because especially because it's also the end of a series. This is the first time I've ever written the end of a series. So yeah, that's a little nerve-wracking, because before this series, I pretty much only wrote standalones. They were just fan fictions anyways, so, but they were only standalone books. They weren't series. This is the first series I've ever written. This is the first third book I've ever written, the end of basically a series I've been dedicating 10 plus years of my life to. So it makes sense that this is gonna take a while to kind of figure out and hone in and be like, is this a good ending for my characters? What is going to happen? Things like that. So yeah, on the side, I will be doing other things as well as my creativity wants to. I already have a couple ideas. I already did this once, because I did it as kind of a trial run, because I think it was earlier in the month, this month, October, that I just felt the need to write a prologue for a series idea, or a story idea I have for, it's basically a dystopian supernatural, which means it's basically dystopian with spiritual warfare. There's going to be like angels and demons involved in this dystopian conflict. And it's a story idea I've had rattling around my brain for probably a couple of years now. It's not fully fleshed out, but I kept having this idea for the prologue. So, which, slight spoiler, it's kind of told from one of the angels' perspectives, the guardian angel's perspective. So I wrote it down. I literally just wrote it down and wrote out a plot point idea for where I want to go from there, at least within like the first chapter. And yeah, my creativity was really happy about that. It's just like, literally, I just wrote it, and then it was just satisfied, and I could go back to BFA and be happy about it. So it's already worked once, so I think it'll keep working if I do it. So like, if I want to go back and edit a little bit more of, say, book 2 in Creatively Chronicles, I'll go ahead and do that for like a day or two or whatever, however long I need to do it. I'll also still be trying to write BFA on the side. I don't know how this is going to work out. I also have another idea, which is kind of a zombie apocalypse type story, which is really weird because, and yeah, it might be slightly inspired by the current book I'm reading, but also I got that idea from a dream. So I don't know, it's just different things are popping up, so I'm just going to allow my creativity to kind of play with it, like write a little bit of it. I'm not giving myself hard and fast rules of like, once I start it, I need to finish it. Basically, I'm just writing it, and I'm having fun with it. So that's basically how my NaNoWriMo is going to go. My one project is BFA, Creatively Chronicles Book 3. But I may also have other projects that I'm doing too. And yeah, I was thinking also for the channel that I would do like a weekly NaNoWriMo report, so to speak. Like do a video once a week, which means I might have 2 videos going up in November each week, but I don't know yet, so I have no idea how I'm going to do this. But if you guys are interested in like my writing progress, like if you're writers yourselves and want to see how I'm doing, or if you're just readers very curious about like how do these books come about, let me know down below in the comments. But I'm thinking of like doing a wrap-up video of like each week of November, of like what I wrote that week, how it's going, whatever, if I just have stuck to BFA or if I've done other things, so on and so forth. So yeah, I may do that. I'm thinking about doing that, so if you guys are interested in that, please let me know. So yeah, if nothing else, I may just do a video. If I don't do one every week, I may just do one every other week and kind of just wrap up what's going on. I don't know how I'm gonna do this yet, but it's an experiment. So yeah, I was thinking of doing the Know Your Novel questionnaire that I did last year from Christine's blog, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that this year because I did it last year, except for the third one. So I might do part 3 this year because I never did that one last year. But I did parts 1 and 2 last year. I will leave those linked down below. Basically, they're about the same exact book that I'm working on, so it's like there's really nothing new to say. And I may do the questions for part 3 this year, actually, because I never did that one. So I meant to, but then I got overwhelmed and stuff and I never did it. So yeah, that's pretty much my plans for NaNoWriMo. And yeah, let me know down below in the comments what you guys think. And if you would like those weekly NaNoWriMo kind of like wrap-up videos, I'll see what I can do about posting those along with the bookish ones. We'll see. Yeah, but thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.